and carry on from yesterday. Let's get him on stage via John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the quarter-final stages of the Unibet Masters, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And at this time, we'd like to welcome our viewers joining us on ITV4. It's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, from Scotland, the former UK Open champion, the former World Grand Prix champion, the Thorn, Thornton! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, from Stoke-on-Trent, England. The former European champion, Auckland DartsMasters champion. And ladies and gentlemen, the former two-time back-to-back champion of the world, Jackpot, Adrian.
Thorn keep up that form from yesterday? Let's find out. Back in the commentary box for us, and looking forward to it, Alan and John Walling.
Well, the second half of that match against Kim Huybrechts, Adrian Lewis produced some of the best darts we've seen here this weekend. Got a key 136 checkout and really found a little bit of the old vintage form. He's a very popular player. Robert Thornton, well, he battled, didn't he, to get that win against somebody for whom he has a lot of respect, and vice versa. James Wade came through 10-9. He's been through a bit of a rough spell, and we saw in his reaction yesterday how much that win really did mean to him. Adi Lewis just chatting to him backstage. He said, you know, I'm the only darts player to have kissed Prince Harry. Apparently after one of his matches at the World Championship at the Ali Pali, he came off stage and he said, and this bloke gave me a hug. He said, I just gave him a hug and gave him a kiss. Didn't realise who he was. And then I thought, oh dear, what have I done?
I'm sure Prince Harry is roaming around the palace telling everybody he's kissed Adrian Lewis.
He loves his darts, Harry. He really does, yeah.
He does, loves his sport. Well, Lewis is certainly a class act. As you said, John, took the last seven of the last 8 legs, should I say, against Huybrechts in a remarkable second part of that match. He's a natural born thriller. Thornton, despite that dismal season,
42.
really showed us his determination and will to grind a win.
Yeah, he's been through a bad patch, hasn't he? I think he'd only got to one quarter-final in the whole of 2016, so you know, he got demons. He'd lost in the first round the last 3 times he'd played here, all times to Dave Chisnell, and you could just see when he beat Wadey just how much he meant to him. You know, Wadey hit him in the penultimate leg with that 161 checkout, and you thought we had the darts. You thought, here we go, Wadey's going to close him out. It didn't happen though.
94.
No, it didn't. And it's noticeable that Robert Thornton is throwing a lot quicker. If you look at his action there.
100.
Yeah, it's a sign of confidence, isn't it? We talked a lot about Mensur Suljovic quickening up, and Robert Thornton the same. That's a good visit. Very handy. So a bit of pressure on this 118. That's a good dart. 18 for tops. Oh, what a nice start that is.
Well, in quick fashion, both players not messing about. But Thornton, wonderful start, 15 dart leg.
Yeah, that's just what the doctor ordered, isn't it? He'll be very happy with that as a starting point. And he's carrying on.
123.
Well, maybe he's looked at his game and thought, well, I'll just change something a little bit and try and get some momentum. And throwing quickly has worked.
140.
Would you go with what I said about AD? I mean, in the back end of that match against Kim Hybrex, he really did play a very high standard, didn't he?
Well, he did, yeah. It took him a few legs to get going, and he was behind. But taking 7 out of 8 legs against a quality player like Kim Hybrex, you've got to produce the goods. I think he certainly did.
I think Kim just got to him a little bit, didn't he? He just touched a nerve with a bit of over-enthusiastic celebration for less than brilliant scores, and AD was sort of thinking, I'm going to go and I'll go and show you.
Yeah, that's mentioned quite a lot, but I quite like that in a play. I like to see the character, I like to see them enjoying themselves up there. They certainly do at home and in the auditorium. Why not?
Well, he's nicely placed now. Robert Thornton can do no more than try and leave himself a finish, which he has done, and now Lewis 70 to square it up.
Double 8. No missing.
Very nice. Easy on the eye, this game, isn't it? Brilliant to see Gary Anderson throwing so well again. That's a terrific semi-final. Gary against Phil Taylor, which we'll be looking forward to this evening.
Absolutely.
Winner of this one against either Mensur or MVG, Mensur Suljevic or Michael van Gerwen. They will be the last of our quarterfinals following this.
Some quality on show.
140.
Thornton to lose to the Jackpot. Well, AD was 5-1 on with the bookies for this one. A bit of 5-2 on Robert Thornton.
60.
He's got a great record against Robert. 8-0 in televised appearances in Adrian Lewis's favour.
First one.
85. Adrian, 124.
Thornton climbing Lewis's wall. Walls very much in the news at the moment, aren't they? Not too sure about that.
His thought process was just let him down a little bit there.
Well, Thornton can't do anything about it. That's not great, so he's just got to hope that Lewis misses this one. This is for the break of throw. Tops. Oh, yes. 2 doubles out of 2. And AD Lewis with the break of throw that he wanted.
Full flag, Adrian to throw first.
3 out of 3 on the doubles so far. And Thornton and 2 for Lewis, so looking pretty good at the moment.
Always massively popular with the fans. AD heard the reception he got when he was making his way in. He's always got time for everybody. Not that Roberts hasn't as well, but
140.
AD, the big sort of gentle giant, isn't he? Everybody loves him. And when he got those back-to-back World Championship victories in 2011 and 2012,
100.
kind of cemented him forever into darting folklore.
Yeah, it's his normal character. He's that kind of lad.
41.
Watching in Turkey. It's going all around the world. We'll be watching it online, and I had a tweet from somebody a few
100.
weeks back from somebody who was watching in Argentina. We broadcast far and wide.
We certainly do.
167.
Is he going to go for it?
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky off the wire.
Not sure what it hit.
I think it hit
pretty close.
I think it hit the ring. I think it hit the bull wire.
190.
Well, he's got another go. He won't go for the bull this time, so it's tops. First one he's missed. Oh, he's missed another.
30.
Let's look again at that bounce out.
40.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
Thornton gets the double he wants.
Fifth leg, Robert to throw first. Game on.
Well, the pace of the game is amazing, John. Thornton has really speeded up. Adrian's always been a fluent player.
121.
Quite significantly, Robert Thornton is playing very, very fast.
Important dart for him, wasn't it? That double top. He's got 2 doubles
60.
out of 2 now. And this is the one that counted right in the middle of it, wasn't it? Great dart.
Yeah, Adrian will be disappointed because he's in a
60.
good position in that leg.
Yeah, he was come on, he was a bit unlucky, wasn't he? You know, that bull, another 5
100.
times, it'd probably have stuck. He was unlucky with that one.
Yeah, if it had gone in the ball, he wouldn't have had the 2 more darts in the next throw of the double,
58.
would he? And it would have been 3-1 up.
So what's it to be as they go
100.
towards this first break? Will Thornton manage to hold his throw and go in 3-2 up, or will Lewis get another key break? That's good darts from Thornton.
38.
Yeah, that second dart just looked a little bit loose in the board. So kept it over to the 18s.
100. Robbie, you require 124.
Well, he needed that treble to leave himself on a finish. Now Thornton 124. Treble 18 would have left the bull, and he's missed it and annoyed about it. So Lewis will come back with 141, the classic way to finish a 9-darter. This is for the break.
Yeah, and he needs it. He needs it. Treble 19 for double 12. Oh, on the wire.
You require 32.
Good efforts. Double 8 now for Thornton for 3-2. This is a big dart. Oh, and it's a bad one.
Adrian, you require 24.
Can't believe he's missed it.
In charge in the 5th leg.
But
Adrian Lewis.
Adrian Lewis comes back to the board and eventually cleans up the leg. It's a fast and furious pace here at Milton Keynes. Adrian Lewis goes into the break 3-2 ahead.
And it's a celebrating crowd. Adrian Lewis averaging nearly 99, Thornton 93, and Adrian Lewis leaving with a key break, Jackie. Fans are enjoying what they're seeing. Great atmosphere as ever. It's warm and celebrating what they're enjoying, Alan, and there's been a little bit of moments from both where they've found some vintage form. Let's have a look at the stats there. Adrian Lewis 98.96 against Robert Thornton's 93.37.
I think the key there really to see is how quickly Robert Thornton is throwing. The average is pretty good, not exceptional, but Adrian Lewis has been pretty solid, unlucky with that bull finish. Robert Thornton came back to nick the leg, but he's just going at the break 3-2, which is significant.
Robert throwing with a bit more fluency than we've seen at times through the last year.
Well, I think he needed that first round win yesterday and he's feeling a lot more confident. It's almost one of those games he's been given a free ride here because maybe not expected to win. He's had such a bad time in 2016. So maybe he's just feeling a bit more cool and confident, and throwing faster has helped.
And that 118 checkout was a nice one, and you see statistically between them there's really not a huge amount to choose, is there? But that break from Lewis before the interval was important. Robert Thornton started well, and this was the 118 checkout. At this stage you're going, oh hello, the Scotsman looks in terrific nick.
Yeah, good 15 dart lag to start the proceedings. Always good to get that double with the first dart, isn't it? It really does fill you with confidence for the rest of the match. The crowd enjoying the proceedings.
Adrian Lewis was a massive favourite before this, 5-1 on. I guess he's got this terrific record over the years against Robert. You'd have to say that he's still the likely winner of this one. But Robert, as we said yesterday, he's such a little terrier of a player, isn't he? Never lies down.
Yeah, when you saw him last night, you could see what that win meant to him. All the way through the match, you could see him determined. He was gritty, dogged. He wouldn't give in. He fought for every single leg. And it was really good to see from him for certainly the first tournament of the season, and it puts him in good stead really for the remainder of 2017.
So Adrian Lewis starting brilliantly after the interval
140.
with the darts and with the break of throw.
It's 2.
125.
Couldn't quite get the third one. Straight back into the groove though, both players.
140.
Anything you can do.
Well, for somebody to throw significantly quicker than normal, he's obviously been doing it for some time in practice. He wouldn't have just come to the tournament and done it, so he's obviously been working on his game.
Adrian Lewis 9 darts to 81.
100.
He's hit 3 140s and now with the chance of an 11 darter. He's got it for double 12. It is an 11 darter. What a way to come back.
Yeah, fantastic leg from Lewis. Straight after the break. 4-2 ahead.
58.
Averaging just shy of 104. He's looking in pretty good nick.
Yes, he is.
60.
He would love to get back on the winning trail. Runner-up in this particular event 4 years ago when he had a shocking dose of flu, I remember. He was in a dreadful state, but somehow managed to get himself through to the final where he got beaten by Phil.
Yeah. Man flu gate.
Well, there's a bit more than man flu. Poor bloke could hardly stand up.
140.
He did well to get the one, didn't he?
Although I suppose all of we men know how difficult it is to stand up when you have the old man flu.
100.
Definitely a lying down job.
Moving on, at risk of alienating all our female viewers.
95.
Bit to do in this leg, Lewis. Needs 2 trebles to leave something. It's a good marker. Ooh, just couldn't quite get third out underneath.
Thornton was on 1-1-1. Tops now to clear it out and doesn't do it, but Lewis not on a finish.
Oh, the pace of the game will certainly suit Lewis. He's a fast,
97.
fluent player.
Robert, you require 20.
Robert is just trying to get his game back on track.
Double
Happy
5.
with that one. Oh, that
15.
one.
Certainly tugged that a long way off mark, didn't he? Good dart, double 16. He dropped a dart, I think. Doesn't matter when you can finish like that.
Adrian Lewis.
I thought for a second he'd put it in his pockets thinking, oh, I only needed one dart.
Lobbed it on the floor.
That would have gone down well.
I only need one. Looking for the treble 18 there, just missing the target. Thornton, great start as he looks for the break of throw. Robert Thornton, former winner of the UK Open and the World Grand Prix. And before that, a winner of the Windmill World Masters.
He's been a good tournament winner. 180 there. It's his second. I think we mentioned it again yesterday, John, more significantly. He was always quite prolific on the Pro Tour. In the last year and a half or so, hasn't quite managed to get to that similar standard.
83.
Throwing with a bit more purpose here, though, this weekend. And he's in a position where he can have a go at getting the break now, because all Lewis can do is try and hit something significant. Another treble 20 be handy, and he's found it, but Thornton now 98.
Yeah, it looks like he wants a scrap, doesn't he? Treble 18, double 12. Oh, lovely darts from the Thorn.
A 12 darter, very handy, and a good break of throw. He is once again scrapping away, first to 10, but that's a big moment as he gets the break of throw and now builds on it.
135.
I mentioned the determination, but he just looks a little bit happier with his game, doesn't he? Because he's playing better,
93.
which obviously makes the difference. It's all right changing the game, but if it's not working, it seems to be working for Robert. So it'd be good to see the progression throughout the year with all the tournaments that are ahead.
Well, if he goes away from this win or lose in this particular match with a real surge of confidence, then that's going to be very good news.
81.
I went for the 18 with the last one. A single 20 would have left a bogey number. Despite Lewis being on 274, players do think around this stage
59.
Your opponent can get at least 2 trebles. He could be in trouble. That's why he went for the 18s, but he hit a big one.
He's got away with it though, hadn't he? Got away with it with Lewis not leaving himself on a finish.
Just checking the board, staying up there.
100.
So treble 20, double 12 is what Thornton would be looking for. Now 14 and gets the bullseye.
59.
Or doesn't.
Adrian, 150.
Almost, but not quite. All the 19s. No. You can see Robert behind, shaking his head, getting himself ready.
Thornton looking at the 17, now double 4. And he's pulled another leg back and he's getting charged up there. The crowd a little bit subdued at the moment, but nothing subdued about Robert Thornton.
No, really did give it some welly there. You can just see, and it's very pleasing to see him really try to get himself going.
78.
Lewis with the brilliant start, but then a loose one. Looking to go to the break. 6-4 ahead. He's got the break of throw. Thornton somehow manages to claw this one back, and with darts like that, he's giving himself a chance. Then he'll be back very much on level terms, and with the advantage of throwing next.
Giving himself every chance, but he's got to be thinking in his head he's got to take this 2-4-3 out in 6 darts if Lewis misses the 106.
How about
he's giving himself a chance as well.
How about that? That's put some pressure on, hasn't it?
106.
106 Lewis needs. Good dart. 6 to leave top, so he's missed it. Now double 18.
88. Roman
Just
103.
a little bit of a momentum stopper, because he went for 6 tops, will hit the 10. And Thorn, you can see how mad he is with himself. I know he's missed it, but it is, from my point of view, good for him to see that.
18.
Shows what it means.
Going straight at the double 9 and taking it. Big double that for the big lad. That is an important dart. He was under pressure from Robert Thornton, who was hitting big numbers but couldn't quite carry it through. And he raises a glass to his fans because Adrian Lewis goes into our little commercial break leading by 6 legs to 4. Here in Milton Keynes, in the quarterfinals, Robert Thornton and Adrian Lewis playing for the right to face Michael van Gerwen or Mensur Suljevic in the last match of the afternoon, which is our next on stage. And AD Lewis is leading it by 6 legs to 4, first to 10. And it might have looked simple, that double just before the break, but my goodness, how important was it? With Thornton continuing to snap at his heels.
It was significant. It's fast and furious.
100.
Didn't waste any time getting up to the board there, did Robert, the first visit, because they were looking a little bit loose and looking as though they were about to drop out. He was very quick off his look, they were moving down then.
I think during the break, Robert ran around the block 4 times.
He was certainly quite quick off his blocks there. It was the little Scotsman's Colin Jackson impression when he made his way up to the board. He didn't waste any time getting them out.
Good to see him playing well.
If they had all fallen out, of course, for the non-initiated, it would have been nil point.
60.
Note.
Adrian 164.
And for 19s. Needs another. Gets it. Ball!
139. Robbie McGuire 104.
104 for Thornton. Great first dart. Tops now. Oh yes, he means business this afternoon. A 104 checkout. He's already had a 118 and a 98, and now another big one. And a great response from Adi.
Well, this is turning out, John, to be a fabulous, quality and entertaining
26.
match. Disappointed with that one, Thornton. But he's playing well. So is Lewis.
59.
For those who are interested in such matters, Adi Lewis's average up over 103 at the moment, which bears pretty fair comparison
43.
with most efforts so far in this tournament this weekend. The heaviest scorer has been Gary Anderson, who averaged well over 109 in his first round victory against Benito van der Pas yesterday. But darts like this from Adi Lewis are sending his average rocketing upwards, now 105.
Yeah, this tournament is really paying dividends for Adrian Lewis. Started off slow against Hybrex, played superb in the final part of the match, and he's doing pretty well here. 2-12s. Oh, easy as you like.
How about that? And that's with a missed first dart. He just rectified the situation brilliantly and made it look so very simple, which he can do when he's absolutely on top of his game.
Yeah, such a fluent player, Adrian Lewis.
68.
Managed by a great favourite of years gone by, Keith Deller, who I'm sure somewhere, wherever he is, I think he's on a cruise at the moment, but I bet he'll have his Wi-Fi and keeping across his man's progress here, and he'll be happy at what he's seeing. Another brilliant maximum. Lewis's fourth, 8th of the match altogether.
Yeah, he's certainly changed gear in the scoring department.
He did this, didn't he, against Kim Hybrex. After that second interval, he really thundered through, and he seems to have found a little bit of a acceleration here once more.
59.
Certainly raised a few people's eyebrows in the possibility of the win here this weekend. Thornton has got other ideas.
Fantastic time to get a maximum, and Thornton on his throw has got every opportunity now. Lewis was looking for treble 18 with that second dart and just strayed wide of the mark, so tops for Thornton for 7-6, and he's done it. He's still snarling away behind Lewis.
Oh, difficult to predict a winner. Lewis is in command, and Virtue got one leg in front and starting with a maximum.
Oh, he's starting the leg with a maximum once more. How he'd like to have another one, and how the crowd would love to see it. And that's 4. And then people start to take notice, and he misses one.
100.
Then he'll get the pantomime booze. All part and parcel.
Plenty of booze around, isn't there?
58.
Now that's out of the equation. Just looking at taking this leg.
86.
Putting in 2 legs in front and 2 legs away.
Milton Keynes celebrating its 50th birthday recently.
133. Adrian, 135.
And now Lewis 135. And he was looking for bull there. Treble 20 would have left another bull.
63. Robert, you require 170.
Barney hit this in his second leg against Gary Anderson. Oh, you can see what it means to Robert there. The snarl from the Scotsman.
Adrian, you require 72.
He was really going for that, wasn't he? So 72 for Lewis. Staying for 16s for tops for 8-6. Now this is a chance for Lewis, for Thornton to break the Lewis throw.
Big chance. Oh, he's hit the ball, but he still should have a dart at double 4.
61.
Can't believe it.
Adrian,
Unlucky with the first one.
Lewis breathes again, double 10, and he's got away with it. He's got away with it, and he inches closer. Only needs 2 more legs now, and he'd be through to the semis.
60.
Yeah, an important double for Adrian Lewis there. Thornton, it's always difficult on 65. A lot of players do go a different route.
40.
The conventional route is 25 and tops, but if you hit the ball, don't know if you can call it unlucky or not.
100.
Well, in a sense, you're kind of throwing vague. Well, you tell me, you know better than me, but you're vaguely throwing at the bull, hoping for the slight miss, aren't you? Is that
people perceive as a player? You do actually aim for the 25. Strange enough, you go down the side, but it's just so close and in the middle. It's very difficult.
You're dealing in fractions, and that's what makes these guys so special, and why they earn the big money, and why they get the adulation of the big crowds.
40.
Needs another. Gets it.
140.
So for the break of throw, 140 for Adi Lewis. Great first darts. Double 10 now for a 140 check out. Oh yes! Superb! Wonderful check out, and has that just about closed the battling Robbie Thornton out of this England-Scotland matchup.
Yeah, wonderful finishing from Lewis. 53% on the doubles, 9 out of 17. Averaging over 105. All looking good for Jackpot.
It's a very, very solid performance. Oh, a bit of a Robin Hood shot there. You can't believe it. When things are against you, Robert, it tends to stack up, and Lewis is closing in now.
60.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't get double points. Slip there.
36.
Be warm in there. Oh, good dart. That's
wonderful
excellent. Excellent.
174.
Switched over to the 18s after hitting the first treble, because 4 18s would have left the 170.
Well, a 12 darter, what a way to finish the match this would be. He's missed the treble 18, so treble 20 would have left bullseye, but he's sent it into the treble 1 bed, so not this time.
Robert's not had his best scoring leg, but you feel he needs to fill this up to have half a chance. And significantly, that last dart doesn't leave him a finish.
6 darts then for 87. Double 18 now with the 51. It is in 80. Double 18. Oh yes, superb finishing again. 10 out of 18, and he has produced a really good match of darts there, Adi Lewis. 104.77 his average. Robert Thornton gave him a bit of a battle, but he couldn't live with the power scoring of the big man when he came back after the second interval, and he is through. Who's he going to be playing? Michael Van Gerwen or Mensur Suljovic? We'll be seeing soon.